Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm great, Anjali. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for asking.
that's great. Thank you for joining the session on time. I really appreciate it. And I believe this is your first regular session at English Yaari, right?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay. You don't have to be nervous at all. The first thing that we need to converse is to be comfortable. If we are comfortable, if we are not nervous, then only we'll be able to put our best foot forward and give our best, right?
Okay.
Okay, fine. So, Anjali, I would want to know a few things about you since we are meeting each other for the first time. So, let's introduce ourselves to each other to understand each other better. Okay, so would you mind giving a short introduction about yourself?
Yes, why not? So my name is Anjali Bhatt. I'm originally from Uttarakhand. I completed my education in Delhi and after marriage I moved to Chandigarh. I have two kids. So I also have a YouTube channel where I upload English grammar and spoken English classes.
Mm-hmm.
But currently it has taken a backseat. So now I'm thinking of getting back again. So here I am.
Okay, so you are thinking of reviving that channel and upload some videos there, right? Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. Amazing. So, how old is your YouTube channel and how many subscribers do you have presently?
I have around 30,000 subscribers so far, though I'm not regular on it. So I'm
30,000.
trying 30,000
Is it
plus.
13,000 or 30,000?
30,000.
Which is a good number. It's
Yes,
not.
but actually I'm not regular. I'm not consistent because I have kids and sometimes, when you have kids around you, then you cannot focus on one thing. So, but yes, now I'm thinking of
Oh,
doing it again.
that's great. So, why did you take a sabbatical from your YouTube channel? For any specific reason?
Not specific reasons, but you also have to do household activities and you have to take care of your kids and families. So sometimes you are burnt out and you don't want to focus on anything. You just want to relax and be with your family.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So, may I know earlier? Now you are on English Yaari. Earlier, what kind of content did you upload on your YouTube channel?
Some basic English grammar topics like idioms and some grammar topics and difference between it and its and modal verbs and prepositions. So these kind of things.
Okay, that's great. How's the weather in Chandigarh right now?
It's good.
Okay,
It's good. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's good.
moderate. Okay, has it been raining there?
Yes, it has been raining, but right now not. Yesterday it was raining.
Okay, okay, that's great. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm sure that you must have gone through my profile and you know a few things about me. So my name is Aisha. I am one of the tutors, and I have a total 7+ years of experience in this field. And I have completed almost 2,600 sessions with English Yaari. That is something I'm proud of. I hold a master's degree in English literature and education. So that is some information about me, Anjali. Right? So let's get started. Yeah.
All right.
So the topic that we have for today's discussion is personality traits. But if you have any other thing, like if you have something else in your mind that you would like to discuss, we may even proceed with that. Yeah.
Right now, I don't have anything in my mind particularly, but whatever you tell me, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. So just to start with, I would like to ask you, what are a few challenges that you face when you communicate or you start conversing in English, or do you think you're all okay and you are up there?
Um, Actually, sometimes I feel nervous. I get nervous, and at the same time, I'm also working on my vocabulary. So that's the thing. I want to be an advanced speaker of this language.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. So these are the two areas where we need to work more, right? Hesitation, language,
Maybe
presentability.
maybe there are more than that, but what I feel that I need to work on my vocabulary and I need to get a little bit confident too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll anyway assess you and evaluate you, but I think self-assessment is the best. If you know where exactly you have to work, there are many things at home that you can do, but there is nothing on this earth that can replace guided practice, right?
Yes.
I started learning English. We didn't have platforms like English Yaari, so I had to do it all by myself. right?
Yeah, these days it has become really easier for if you really want to learn English. There are
Mhm.
YouTube videos and so many platforms like this, so it's really, really valuable.
Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, we do have a lot of videos on YouTube, but there's nothing that can replace the speaking thing, right?
Yes, because the active learning.
Yeah, this is active learning. This is where you
Yeah.
push your limits and you indulge yourself into a conversation. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's start with hobbies since we are meeting each other for the first time. So I would want to know what are your hobbies? How do you spend your free time?
When I have free time, I work on my vocabulary. I try to read some books. As many tutors earlier told me to enrich my vocabulary. So I was never into books. So they told me that you need to read books in order to enhance your vocabulary. So I try to inculcate the habit of reading books. And now I have some books, and whenever it's possible, I try to read.
Hmm, that's great. That's why I can see so many books behind you on the shelf.
Yeah.
So may I know what kind of books do you like to read? What's your most preferred genre when it comes to reading books? Is it fiction, non-fiction, or anything under fiction that you
Yeah,
specifically?
all kinds of books. Sometimes I like reading self-help books, sometimes story books, and currently I have bought a new book that is Priyanka Chopra's Unfinished. So I have recently started reading this.
Mhm. And what does this book talk about, if I may know?
I have just started reading it, so this is all about her journey. How did she spend her childhood, and what were her struggles, and how did she overcome all those doubts about herself. So it's all about that.
Yeah, she's anyway known for her communication skills and the confidence that she has, right?
Yes,
Hmm.
and apart from that, the way she speaks English, the words she uses while speaking, those are amazing. So yeah, good words. I can get some
Yeah.
good words from her.
So, do you look up to her?
Yes, I do.
There are people who look up to her for her communication skills, right? And she has a very vast knowledge on everything. Many life lessons that you can learn from her, right?
She's doing a tremendous job.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think she went to America, uh, so in the beginning she faced so many issues. People from there, they gave her names, and but she stood there. She did everything, and now she has become a famous personality all over the world.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Okay. Success doesn't come easy. It's not a smooth sail. This journey is full of ups and downs, right? Okay, now let's talk about our personality. We know that every individual on this earth is different, and that makes us unique and beautiful. So, if you had to describe yourself, how will you describe yourself as a person?
Okay, as a person, I mean, everyone talks good things about, self. So I do have some positive things, some negative things. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a short-tempered person that I really want to get rid of because it's not a good habit. So whenever my kids they do something, I get hyper. So quickly. So yeah, that is one thing that
You don't look like someone who can be short tempered. Let me tell you, you seem
I am.
cool and composed.
Yeah,
Okay.
most of the time I try to be calm, though I am working on myself not to be short tempered. I'm just working on myself. Yeah, that's the one thing that I really don't like about myself. And one more thing that I don't tell lies. I mean, I can't easily tell lies. I know we should not tell lies because it's not a good thing, but sometimes there is no other option. You have to tell
Mm-hmm.
lies. So, and lies
Okay.
are not always bad, I feel. It's
Mm-hmm.
not
Sometimes
always
you just have to, like, out of compulsion or in order to save a few hearts, from
bad.
heartbreak kind of thing. That is when you end up telling a lie so that they are not hurt or you do not offend them. So that's why you come up with a lie. Otherwise, intentionally, nobody, I think, only a few people do it intentionally, I believe, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, great. So I would want to know, Anjali, are you someone who is very organized? You do things on time, or do you procrastinate a few
Yeah,
tasks? daily life.
I keep procrastinating things most of the time until or unless it's a mandatory or necessary. I do it, which is not good. Yeah, and we have to face repercussions for this as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we realize that I should have done that on time.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. So, what are a
Mm.
few things where you procrastinate the most? I mean, say, what tasks do you procrastinate mostly?
For example, if I want to record a video, I want to make content, so I keep procrastinating without any reasons. Sometimes I don't even realize that why I'm doing this. It just happens. So maybe there are some doubts. So one thing is that maybe why I do this because I was not getting good result on YouTube channel. I was working hard. I was doing everything that I could, but still I didn't have that result that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are doing something, you are really on it, and if it's not working out for you, then you might feel like it's not
Yes.
working, and then you want to take a back seat. So maybe that's why I keep procrastinating it. Otherwise, I was really working hard.
We feel that there is a lot of saturation in every field nowadays, every, because I have been dealing with it for a long time. I am into this industry. I see so many YouTubers coming up now. They have turned into vloggers. I mean to say, they kind of try to show, or they give a glimpse of their private life as well. I mean to say, what are they doing in their day in and day out, things. So they have tried to turn it into a podcast come vlogging come English conversation sessions, so many things together.
Hmm. I have been on YouTube for last I think 3 years, and I'm still very conscious about camera. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can speak much better when I'm off camera than while I'm in front of camera. So for example, if I have to record a video, so when there is no camera, I can speak much better. I am confident. I don't make mistakes. But the moment I see that there is a camera and I have to be perfect, then you are tend to make more mistakes. That is the biggest problem.
Camera conscious, right? It happens with many people.
Yeah, it happens, but if you are regular on something, then I think that's not the issue. But as I told you that I'm not regular. So then every time you start doing something, recording yourself, then it feels like this is for the first time and you have to be perfect. And since that thought comes to your mind that you have to be perfect, you don't have to make mistakes because you are recording yourself and many people are going to see you. So
Mm-hmm.
then automatically you start making more mistakes, even silly mistakes as
But
well.
let me tell you, the moment you decide to be on some social media platform, whether it be Instagram or YouTube or any, you have to be thick-skinned. Do not let others' opinion define you. Let it be okay. You have to work on your presentation skills or your body language. You will learn it over a period of time, and it will come to you naturally. And speaking in front of camera will become your second nature, right? But do not let it affect you so deeply that you stop doing something. That is my suggestion, right?
Yeah.
Follow your passion. If
Actually,
it's passion, follow it.
I was not into YouTube. Actually, I started learning English.
Hmm.
All right. So one day I was not on YouTube. I was never interested in YouTube. So
Hmm.
one day I was at home. My younger son was around 1 year, and I wanted to teach my elder son. So
Hmm.
because I was always passionate about this language, but because I was not fluent enough, I did not know how to speak English. So I wanted my son to be fluent in English. So
Hmm.
one day I was sitting at home. I was trying to teach my son. So I searched on Google and YouTube some daily use sentences so that he can learn and he can speak in English. So I came across some of the videos like they use English sentences,
Hmm.
and I found them interesting and useful. So
Hmm.
I thought, days English is not really that difficult as we think it will be. I thought it's quite easy, so at least I can try to learn something. And then I decided that now on because I'm free, I'm at home, I can learn this language. And I started. So I thought, if I'm learning something, there must be something that I can revise. So sometimes we keep procrastinating things. And then that thought came to my mind that I have to create a YouTube channel. So it will work as a repetition. It will work as a revising thing for me. So first what I that's how I created this YouTube channel. So what I would do, I would learn something, a grammar topic, and then I would create a video so that I can revise. I can, because if you teach something, that you have to learn it properly. So that's how I created YouTube channel for revising purpose. I
Hmm.
didn't want to record videos like, to be a YouTuber or something. So
Okay.
that was my purpose. And I
Oh,
have learned a lot over the years since the day I created this channel.
okay.
Because there must be something that I need to record, that I need to teach.
Hmm. That's true. And Anjali, where do you see yourself in next 5 years? Do you see yourself as a successful YouTuber? Do you see yourself as a successful teacher? Do you want to get into teaching line, or do you want to carry forward your journey as a YouTuber?
I want to teach. Though I'm taking some online classes, I'm teaching some beginners.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to be fluent. I want to be an advanced speaker so that I can also teach on English Yaari or Go. So that is my dream. And for that, I need to be like, I
So
need to have a good command over
the
this.
goal is to be a trainer, right? Okay, okay, that's great. That's great. We must keep our hopes high, and our spirit as well. We have to keep our spirits high. Then only it will be able to achieve our goals, right? So, and there is nothing in this universe that you cannot achieve. It is just that you just have to push your limits and keep. We just have to be the better version of ourselves with each and every passing day. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm a trainer here and I know everything, right? I still feel that I'm a learner first, then a trainer. So there is no end to learning. Learning is a lifelong journey. We all
Yes,
with the passage of time. I may be better than you, but I myself learning, myself evolving, right? So that is the kind of attitude that we need to have. If you have
yes,
that
that's right.
attitude, then you can be anything you want. Yes.
I'm
Okay,
working
okay.
on that.
Yeah. Tell me something about Chandigarh. There was a time when I went to Chandigarh, but it was a very short stay there in Chandigarh, just for 1 or 2 days. So I really liked the vibe of that place. So tell me a few things about Chandigarh, please.
Chandigarh is so beautiful. Yes, the city beautiful as its name. So in the beginning, as I told you that I was living in Delhi, and Delhi is a crowded place. Everywhere you have that noise and that crowd. So in the beginning, when I moved to Chandigarh, I didn't really like this place because it was when you are in a habit of living in Delhi, that crowd, that noise, that traffic. So you love everything about that thing, even if it is negative. So I did not like this city because it was so quiet, it was so peaceful. But yeah, slowly, gradually, I fell in love with this place. And the roads are wide and clean. There are so many trees, and there is a belt of parks here. So, and when you drive, you see those lovely, colorful trees at the side of roads. It gives you an amazing feeling. You just get lost in those songs and those moments. So everything about Chandigarh is beautiful. The Sukna Lake and Rock Garden.
Yeah,
And
these are the
even
places.
if yes, these are the places. And even if there are no such places, still, you have the clean, neat and clean city.
Yes.
So everyone will fall in love with this place.
Yes, I believe it is very close to Himachal, and that kind of has an impact on this place. Okay, that's
Yes.
why people get to breathe fresh air, and even the weather is, it is something that you can adjust to. It's not very extreme, I would say. Yeah,
Hmm.
so that makes this
Yeah.
and the places that you talked about, Sukna Lake and Rock Garden, I believe these are the most sought after places when it comes to people visiting these places. These are the places, even I went to these places and I found it very interesting and very, I would say, very serene, I would say, Sukna Lake. But I believe there it is crowded most of the time of the year.
Because people are also going there for exercise in the morning.
For
They go for
jogging.
walks.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. That's true. So
And
really,
people these days, most of the time, they are just recording themselves for video purpose and YouTube purpose. So,
yeah.
right.
That's true. So do you live in the heart of the city or in the outskirts of city? Because this, I think this city is expanding, right?
Yes. Yes.
There are no new societies are coming up, and I would say high-rise buildings are there, very common in the outskirts
Um,
of the city, because
no,
Mohali is
yes,
also close to Chandigarh. It's in the outskirts of the city, main city, right?
yes, yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. So, Anjali, I will write a few things in the chat box. These are idiomatic expressions. I'm sure that you are already aware of them. So, it will help us to practice and to revise a few things. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the first thing that I'm going to write about is face the music. Face the music. So, this is something that we can use in our day to day conversations. This is nothing complex that you'll find difficult to understand. I'm sure that you know it already. What does it mean to face the music?
I have read it somewhere, but I don't remember. I think face the music means you have to face situation or something.
Yeah, it means to face the ramifications or the repercussions of something that you did, something bad you did, face the consequences of your bad
Um,
actions, right?
yes. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, for example, hey, you bunked the class yesterday and the principal knows about it. Now you will have to face the music. Be ready to face the
Yeah,
music.
that's true. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So can you use it in any of your sentences?
Yeah, yesterday my son did not complete his homework, so he had to face the music in the class.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Is that
Now, yeah, that's completely fine. These are a bit
right?
advanced expressions, and I think you are pretty much do have the potential to take your speaking skills to an advanced level, right? Throughout the session, I was listening to you attentively, and not even for a single time did I feel that you made any grammatical error. That means you are already at the upper intermediate level of speaking. When it comes to speaking, we do have beginner one, two, and then we have lower intermediate, upper intermediate, and then we have advanced level, right? So the only thing that differentiates an upper intermediate level learner from an advanced level is the vocabulary, the use of idiomatic expressions, phrases, vocabulary, all these rich expressions that add a lot of sophistication to your speech. That is what you have to focus on at this point of time, right? So as I already told you that you have a tremendous potential. You speak, you do not rush. Believe me, I don't want to take any names here, but yesterday I had a YouTuber in one of my sessions. Oh my god, she was rushing like a train. She did not stop even for a second. I was like, what is going on? But with you, you were calm, composed. You did not, the pace of speaking is very measured, and that is very important. When you speak at a measured pace, you have enough of time to think and reflect. At the same time, you give enough of room to other person to listen to you and to correct you, or to add something to what you are saying, right?
Right.
There, those pauses are very important when you speak. So you have to be wise enough when to take a pause and when to not take a pause. So I think with you it is like perfect, right? The
Thank
only thing that you have to focus on is advanced expressions, better expressions, the quality of sentences, right? That is the only area where you have to work on.
you.
Okay, so that's my feedback to you, Anjali. Hope you enjoyed this session.
Yes, I did. I really enjoyed this session.
So did
Earlier
I.
I was nervous, but now you made me comfortable, and yeah, it went lovely.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. It was nice connecting to you as well. Thank you. Have a great day ahead, Anjali. Thank you. Bye bye.